Auckland Zoo's orangutans have a new playground that allows them to move around at great heights. The high canopy habitat was officially opened today as part of the zoo's ongoing Southeast Asia jungle track development. Our reporter Louise Tanuth and cameraman Simon Rogers went to check it out.
Charlie, Milor and Juanita have a new stomping ground, 25 metres high. Milor was first to climb up, followed by her lover Charlie. But Juanita, who's a little older, was still snoozing in bed. Aerial pathways now allow them to move around as they would in the wild, swinging, climbing and shuffling along. The design mimics a rainforest where many orangutans usually call home, and it's a project the zoo's dubbed its most ambitious in its 97-year history. COVID-19 put the brakes on the building progress, so Zoo Director Kevin Bewley is relieved their efforts have paid off.
It's just been a culmination of so much hard work, so much mahi here to get this across the line today, and it's just incredible to see them out and about. And at the risk of anthropomorphising, you can see how much fun they're having on the line. So they're out, they're seeing stuff across the zoo and across Auckland in a way that they've never done before.
Fellow primates, the saimangs, are calling out for their turn, but Kevin says they have to wait.
They will have access in the new year. So this has been a stage-by-stage process, get the animals used to it, get them comfortable moving around. And so the Siamang will be the next step, so integration with the orangutans, so they have the opportunity to live together, live separately, choose their own space. And at some point early next year, they will have access to this network as well.
The pathways were created using over 2 kilometres of rope, which links up to 9 support structures 25 metres high. Ropes and ladders allow the orangutans and Siamangs to climb to the top of the platform, which extends right across the zoo's lake. Annual Zoo Pass members got to have the first look. Everyone loved seeing the primates with more freedom.
Blew my mind, particularly when we went through the cafe, and suddenly they were right there. It almost felt as if you could reach out and touch them. It was brilliant.
Oh, it was amazing. It was so cool to see them have the choice to come out and experience their habitat in a different way, and they just looked so great up there in the sky, didn't they? Yeah.
So much more natural, and I think it compares to some of the other zoos that we have overseas where they have that more natural environment and they kind of wander around you, and so you feel more at one with them.
Amy Robbins, who's the primates team leader at Auckland Zoo, says the project's been spoken of since she started 20 years ago.
Previously, our orangutan habitat was built in the 90s, and yes, there were places to get off the ground, but there were also a lot of places that they chose to sit on the ground, perhaps because those platforms or those areas to sit weren't designed with orangutan physiology in mind.
But the new environment will finally cater to the animals, who are designed to live above ground.
It just went to show when we put them up for the first time, and the fact that they went straight up and didn't hesitate, it just shows you how important it is. If we can provide a really positive environment that's catered to a species' particular physiological and psychological needs, then we know that they're living really happy, meaningful lives.
The aerial pathways are part of the zoo's $60 million Southeast Asia jungle track development, which is part of the Future Zoo Renewals program funded through the Council's long-term plan. The next habitats in line are lowlands for the tigers and otters and an Indonesian swamp forest for crocodiles and fish, which will be open by next summer. Mō te hōtaka o te ahiahi nei, ko Louise Tanuth aho.